When you log on to your controller's URL, if you are not set up to use AD groups or users, you will be prompted to log in with your username and password. Otherwise, if your username is configured for access, you will be automatically logged in. You are shown your dashboard, which will show all of your configured environments and registered helpers. If you don't have any environments configured yet, just click the New Environment Configuration button. From here, you can select the components that comprise the environment from the appropriate helpers. You can select your IIS site, app pool, task agent service, and task agent. Note you can only select each element once. Back on the dashboard, you will see your environments grouped by server. Clicking on an environment takes you to its detail page where you get more info about the environment state. You can see information about systasks, including active, stuck, error, and task schedules. Note that by default we use the Epicor account associated with the task agent to communicate. If your task agent account doesn't have security manager permissions, we recommend overriding it to use an account with those permissions for things like pulling sessions. You can see and control all the components of your environment here. You can also see a status history here of events that have occurred. This also calculates an uptime percentage. For any downtime events that were expected, you can mark them accordingly with a reason. This will affect your uptime calculation. When all of the environments of a specific server are healthy, the server banner shows green. Note that task errors are not indicative to an unhealthy state. Sometimes tasks fail. We'll trigger an error by stopping the agent. Now the environment shows unhealthy. Also, the server banner is yellow because some of the environments are healthy and others are not. Note that for any environments, you can delete, remove from monitoring, or edit the setup using the buttons at the bottom of the environment cards. Editing is very similar to what you saw when initially creating the environment. You can modify your selections.
On the helper detail page, you can see all of the components on a specific helper and their status. A unique thing about helpers is you can also configure them to monitor selected services from the machine as well. In addition to monitoring and alerting against these services, you can also start and stop them, as well as schedule actions against them. To set up alerts against a monitored server, add a service notification rule. You can select a specific service or any of the monitored services, then choose whether to alert on start, stop, or both. You can choose email or webhook notifications, as well as override the email or webhook URL used. Note that if global emailing or webhooks are disabled, those features will not work here, even if enabled. See Main Settings. On Environment's Detail page, you can click the Alert Settings button to configure alert settings for the selected environment. You can enter override email and/or webhook URLs as well. The Alert Once Per Occurrence checkbox prevents repeat alerts for the same event. This is most commonly seen if you have a stuck task that you do not clear out. Without this checkbox, you may receive additional alerts in the future about the event if it has not been resolved. Under the main settings of the dashboard, you will be able to configure your SMTP. Allow email or webhook notifications globally, set the global email and webhook URL, and set the global event throttle time, which limits how often the system will alert you about persisting issues. For example, if the throttle is 15 minutes, if the system goes up and down multiple times in a 15-minute period, you will only get one alert.
Thank you for choosing ERPulse by Concepts.